starting it, bro. Why the fuck does it say there's 186 people watching this right now? What the fuck? Why? Why is it say that there's someone just botted the fucking stream? Why does it say there's 187 people watching? Who has botted the stream? Oh my god. Minus 30. How are we on? We're on minus 30 viewers, bro. Good morning, everyone. It is day 26 of going all in on day trading until I'm profitable. And I'm also going to be doing a recap of day 25, which was Wednesday. I didn't record, however, for those of you who have watched the live or watched the replay of the live, you will know that I ended up taking a trade. And I didn't plan on taking a trade to begin with, because it was FOMC. I'm talking in New York. When I talk in times, well, actually, that's a lie. I'm talking about New York times right now. FOMC was at 2 p.m. New York time, and I'm trying to trade at 9:50 to 11 New York time, AM. So, here's the thing. Typically, pre-FOMC, we will have serious chop, like serious chop. And it was a bit choppy, which was why I didn't hold a trade for long. But I just thought with all this like Trump tariff stuff, with there being so much volatility in the markets, that I could trade during FOMC. And I won the trade. I ended up winning the trade during FOMC. And if you want to see the whole trade, I'm not going to show it in this video, but just go to the live stream. It's right at the start. Unfortunately, I was in a rush to stream, so the audio was not working for the start of the stream. But it's there if you want to go check the trade I took. Go into the live tab on my YouTube channel, but make sure you subscribe first. That'll be much appreciated. But here's the thing, right? I didn't hold the trade for as long as I should have. And I did fuck up in that department, because I saw the 250 profit get hit, and I was out that bitch, bro. When matter of fact, I didn't realize I had 200 risk on the table, and my strategy says to go for a 1 to 2 risk to reward. But I think it's just something with being on the funded finally, the Express account. Having the opportunity to make money is just getting me a bit giddy. And if I held for the full 1 to 2, it would have hit TP as well. So it's just, it's like, whatever. But at the same time, I need to be aware, like, hang on, am I actually risking, have I hit the 1 to 2 risk to reward yet? If not, stay in the motherfucking trade, because I could have made 500 profit instead of 250. But that's my fault. On Monday, I was kind of annoyed because I didn't realize like how the system worked, how you could only risk 2 contracts. But today, this was actually like entirely my fault for not even looking. But it was a nice 3-minute trade, and to be fair, we would have had to go through a lot of chop before we hit TP. Regardless, it would have hit TP. But that's a nice trade to hit without getting brain cancer during FOMC, having to deal with chop before your TP gets hit. So I'm not complaining with that. So basically, the account now, for those of you who don't know, we have got funded. We're on an Express account. It is up $450. We've had 2 winning days of over $200. So that means we are 3 winning days away from a payout, which is crazy to think about. Now, when will those 3 winning days happen? I don't know. Maybe we win today. Maybe we win tomorrow. I don't know. I would hope while I'm off school, I can get those 3 winning days in. Because that would require, let's just be realistic about this. 1 winning day for the rest of the week. So either today or tomorrow winning, right? I think this is realistic, right? Then we've had 3 winning days. And then let's just lowball it. Let's say I only win once next week. One time, even with this insane price action, once next week. And then on, let's just say on Monday, I end up winning because Mondays are typically really good days for me. I end up winning on Monday because in the UK we got a bank holiday. But that doesn't apply to the US, and obviously I'm trading the fucking NASDAQ, so the NASDAQ does not care if the Brits are off. So that is gonna mean it sounds realistic to have 3 winning days. So how many possible trading days? Because every day for the next, well, while I'm off, which is until not this Tuesday coming up, but the Tuesday after, I have 8 more trading days. 8 more days to trade, and I'm wanting 3 more winners. So that sounds realistic. Let's just not get too far ahead of ourselves. Make sure we trade properly. And yeah, I'm going to do some stretching and we'll kind of go over what I'm thinking for today without even looking at the markets. Bearing in mind that I haven't looked at anything today on the markets, on the charts, I could assume that we could start looking for longs now, just because of the tariffs getting paused last night. I don't know if you guys saw, but I don't even know if it was FOMC that absolutely skyrocketed the Nasdaq up. But we made a huge move up, like a 10% move up yesterday. And I don't know if it was from FOMC or if it was just a separate event where the tariffs got put on hold for 90 days. But that basically gives me the probability, without even looking at the charts, that I might start looking for longs, which I haven't. Well, I was willing to go long the last couple days, but for the last over a week now, there's been no long positions taken, only shorts. But going into today, obviously, I'm on a 3-day free trade winning streak, which I'm going to be honest, like, since I've been even on evals, since I came off demo, which was like five months ago now, so I'm talking in the span of the last 5 months, I rarely have winning streaks of 2 wins in a row. Genuinely, in the last 5 months, it might be like once a month I'll have a winning streak of 2. A winning streak of 3. This is no exaggeration. I haven't had a winning streak of 3. I'm being dead serious. I haven't had a winning streak of 3 since I've been on demo, which was over 5 months ago now. So, I mean, that just shows, first off, Forex is trash. And second, we've leveled the fuck up, and we'll see. Can we continue the winning streak? Well, I don't know right now. Right now, I don't know, but you guys know. You guys know. Has the winning streak been stopped today? But that does bring me on to a point, like, now I'm on this winning streak, and this is something I've read, you kind of have a different mindset. Like, you feel like you're indestructible, which is a good and a bad thing. Because it could be bad if you start getting overconfident. But right now, I feel like I have the right level of confidence where I'm not being overconfident, like, oh, fuck it, I'm the GOAT, I'm winning all these trades. I'll just take a shitty one now. I'm at the point where it's like, I'm executing well. I feel confident in the analysis because I've been literally spot on with where it's going to move the last 3 days. Even 4 days, even last Friday, I was spot on where it was going to move. I just kind of got stopped out. Just got stopped out before the move happened. They used me as liquidity. They used my eval account as liquidity. Stop hunted my eval. But I'm going to finish this up, go on a big ass walk, come back, and it'll be time for pre-market analysis. So let's get to that. Right guys, so it's time for pre-market analysis. We'll do this and then we'll get on the stream. So let's get into it. So on the daily, obviously we had a fucking huge move up yesterday. So because tariffs have been paused, I guess that's what's caused that. Inverse that gap, inverse that gap. So the daily bias is finally bullish for once. Right here, we have, super bullish. Obviously, we've inversed that gap. However, we've literally tapped into this gap on a 1 hour level. Now, I would quite like to see London lows get swept before taking longs. And then but I'm targeting, London highs. So we did have CPI. It didn't end up doing a whole lot. Thankfully, that means it should be okay to trade. On ES, bit of a different situation. We haven't retraced into here. We have not retraced into that 4 hour gap. And so, little SMT divergence going on within these two. Where's my... Here we go. As you can see, SMT divergence. NQ is lagging, so most likely we'll trade NQ. However, it would be nice if we can take out London lows before heading up to London highs. We'll just see what we are presented with. We're going to go live now. So guys, make sure you're not missing the live streams. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. What's up guys? So this is a time lapse of the live stream from today. If you guys aren't tuning into the live streams, make sure you subscribe and join the Discord. That way you can watch me live, maybe learn something, maybe take the piss out of me. I don't know. But anyway, I was looking for longs right now because we had just taken out London lows upon market open. Now, with hindsight, you'll hear my post-market analysis after I take it and shit like that. But I felt like the trade was good. In the moment, I didn't feel like there was anything wrong with it. I felt like I was patient. You're watching this time lapse. I felt like I was pretty patient during the time lapse. But, not all trades are winners. It's just about keeping your risk decent. And that's what I got to improve. I got to keep my risk more consistent. Alright, everyone. So, finished the stream. We took a loss. Bigger loss than we wanted. I'll go over it right now. So, basically... Oh, my cat's there. On the daily, as I said, we were bullish. Obviously, we were wrong. On the 4 hour, I was bullish, but I'll get into why this was so wrong. We swept London lows. I was expecting a push up to London highs, which obviously didn't happen. Now, the ultimate kind of pitfall with this trade, I'll show the exact reason I entered right now. We had a breaker structure. Hang on, motherfucker, I'm on the wrong thing. We had a breaker structure here. Then we retraced into this order block that was created. So here. And upon the retrace into the order block, as you can see here, we were still bullish. So we got the retrace, entered here. I have no issue with where the stop loss was. That was a really good placement for a stop loss. We ended up, that was actually closer to the real entry. We ended up hitting a 1-to-1, but obviously I'm targeting 1-to-2s. So it's kind of annoying. Like yesterday when I ended up taking the 1-to-1, it would have hit my 1-to-2. And then the day where I didn't take the 1-to-1, it ended up hitting stop loss. But ultimately, this massive imbalance, we should have expected this to get rebalanced, but even with a rebalance of this, That should have been expected. I shouldn't have just expected it to tap into here. The SMT failed, by the way. We had a failed SMT on the 1 hour, as you can see. We had the SMT, but then it kind of fucking failed, so that was an issue. But ultimately, a loss is a loss. It was bigger than we wanted. As you can see now, we're on an account balance of $50, $49.12. So, not a position I want to be in. One winner has eaten 2 losses, but that is completely my fault. Like, entirely my fault. So, can't really get too mad at that. Can't be getting too mad. But yeah, we're going to be back trading tomorrow. I do find it interesting how as soon as, like, because the trade went to a 1-to-1 and everyone goes, oh, solid trade, and then it goes into the losses and everyone's like, this is such a shit trade, what are you doing? It's interesting how everyone turns into experts as soon as you start losing. And no one was telling me, like, I'm getting these messages, oh, your strategy's low probability. Motherfucker, I just won the last 3 trades in a row. What the fuck, bro? Bro, what the fuck? I was just stroking my cat. She just fucking... I've never heard that sound. What the fuck was that sound, bro? She seems pretty happy, though. She's still here, so she's not too mad. But, hang on. Let me check this is still on. Yeah. So, ultimately, you know, I take 3 wins in a row. No one's telling me my strategy is low probability, but you take 1 loss. And then apparently your strategy is low probability, even though this week I've won 75% of the trades I've taken. But that's just the reality I'm going to have to live with if I want to keep on streaming. And I know a lot of people enjoy the streams. I enjoy doing them, so I'm going to keep doing them. No, don't go on the... Don't stand on the laptop. So, I'm going to keep doing them. Just ignore the haters. We got stream botted with like 600 viewers. But without the bots, we peaked at 50. So thank you to all the supporters and the haters. No, don't move the camera. Don't move the camera. Go down. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see if we can do anything decent tomorrow.